The doorbell rings, a familiar chime that often signals a package delivery. But this isn't just any package. There's a particular anticipation, a little flutter of excitement that comes with a beautifully branded box, tied with a ribbon, promising a curated collection of delights. You know what it is, your monthly subscription box. With a gentle rip of tape and the rustle of tissue paper, you unveil its contents. Perhaps it's a selection of gourmet snacks you've never tried, a new skincare regimen, an intriguing book chosen just for you, or unique craft supplies for your next project. For a moment, there's that undeniable rush of discovery, the joy of a small self-gift, the feeling of being seen and understood by an algorithm that seems to know your preferences better than you do. It's convenient, it's exciting, it's a little dose of surprise in a predictable world. But then, as the initial thrill sells, a quieter question sometimes surfaces just below the surface of that carefully packed tissue paper. How many of these items will truly become staples in your life? How many will end up in the back of a drawer, gather dust on a shelf, or sit unused until their expiry date? Was this genuinely a discovery that enriched your life, or was it a moment of fleeting pleasure that contributed to an ever-growing pile of stuff? This experience lies at the heart of our discussion today: subscription box services. Are they truly convenient discovery, offering us new avenues to explore and enjoy? Or are they a clever, even subtle impulse trap, coaxing us into overconsumption? And what does timeless wisdom, particularly from a biblical perspective, have to say about this modern phenomenon? On one hand, the appeal is undeniable. Subscription boxes offer a delightful way to explore new products without endless browsing. They save time, deliver variety, and can introduce us to small businesses or niche items we might never have found otherwise. For busy individuals or those who enjoy the element of surprise, they seem to tick a lot of boxes, pun intended. They promise personalization, value, and a monthly treat, tapping into our natural human desire for novelty and convenience. Yet, this very convenience and element of surprise can also be their most subtle snare. The curated aspect means someone else is deciding what you need, often bypassing your own deliberate thought process. The recurring charge, while small individually, accumulates quickly. And the very act of unboxing often becomes a performance, fueled by social media trends, creating a desire not just for the product, but for the experience of receiving it, leading to a constant cycle of anticipation and momentary gratification. We can find ourselves subscribing to boxes for things we only might use, or things we already have plenty of, simply for the joy of the discovery, rather than the necessity of the item. This is where the wisdom of biblical principles offers a clarifying lens. Consider, for instance, the principle of contentment. Philippians 4:11-12 reminds us, "I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation." And Hebrews 13:5 urges, "Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" Do subscription boxes, by their very nature, foster contentment? Or do they subtly nurture a restless desire for the new, the next, the better? If we are truly content with what we have, do we genuinely need a monthly influx of items we didn't explicitly seek out? While there's nothing inherently wrong with enjoying new things, the question becomes, is our satisfaction derived from the blessing itself or from the endless pursuit of the next pleasurable acquisition? Then there's the principle of planned purchases and wise stewardship. Proverbs 21:5 states, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely haste leads to poverty." And in Luke 14:28, Jesus speaks of counting the cost before building a tower. These verses encourage thoughtful consideration, intentionality, and responsible management of the resources God has entrusted to us. When we sign up for a subscription box, are these truly planned purchases, or are they automatic deductions that, over time, become an overlooked expense? Are we thoughtfully allocating our resources to things we genuinely need or desire, or are we allowing a company to dictate a portion of our spending based on their marketing strategy? Stewardship isn't just about avoiding waste, it's about intentionality and purpose in every financial decision. Finally, let's consider the caution against marketing schemes that encourage overconsumption. Proverbs 14:15 warns, "The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps." And 1 John 2:16 speaks of the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Subscription boxes, with their enticing imagery, curated selections, and the promise of a treat, skillfully tap into these very human desires. They leverage anticipation, social proof, and the psychological power of habit to create a recurring revenue stream. It's not necessarily malicious, but it is certainly designed to encourage ongoing consumption. A prudent heart, guided by wisdom, pauses to ask, "Am I genuinely benefiting from this, or am I being subtly persuaded to desire what I do not truly need? Am I making a conscious choice, or am I falling into a well-crafted marketing pattern?" Ultimately, the answer to whether subscription boxes are convenient discovery or an impulse trap lies not solely in the boxes themselves, but in our hearts and our approach to consumption. There's certainly a place for well-chosen, truly beneficial subscriptions that genuinely simplify our lives or introduce us to things we value. But the danger lies in unthinking acquisition, in allowing the thrill of the new to overshadow the peace of contentment, and in letting marketing strategies dictate our spending rather than prayerful stewardship. Before you click subscribe again, or even as you open that next box, take a moment, pause. Ask yourself, does this truly serve my deepest needs? Does it align with a heart of contentment and wise stewardship? Or is it simply another clever invitation to consume more? We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you found great value in subscription boxes, or have they become a source of clutter and regret? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. And if this discussion resonated with you, please consider following for more thoughtful reflections on living a life of purpose and intention.